Tommy, can we get some of those?
Sure can.
Tony.
That's genius.
I know not to, my nipples are wet. Get it away from that.
I know. Tommy literally during White Christmas. Just every year. I know. I just came back from the I try every year. It's snowing. Oh my God.
If I live to be 100, I'll never be able to forget that big snowstorm a couple of years ago. The weather closed in, and well, you might not believe it, but the world almost missed Christmas. Oh, 4 years ago. Excuse me. Call me Sam.
Daddy.
What's the matter? Never seen a talking snowman before? Nice around here, isn't it? I call it Christmas Town, better known as the North Pole. The Christmas tree forest. Yep, here's where we grow them. Of course, the #1 citizens up here are the Clauses, Santa and the Missies. They live right over there, first castle on the left. Matter of fact, the only castle on the left. Help the snow brother up. Oh, you guys got the real good seat.
Papa, you haven't touched a morsel. I'll have to take that suit and eat.
I'm busy, Mama. It's almost Christmas.
Never heard of a skinny Santa.
Don't any of you worry. Mrs. Claus will have them plenty fattened up for Christmas Eve. It's always the same story. I love this Christmassy time of year when everything is running happy and smooth, like it is this season. Nothing like that year of the big snowstorms. I don't know what we would have done without Rudolph. Could it be some of you don't know who Rudolph is?
I don't.
Who?
I'll talk to your parents later. Well, pull up an ice block. Lend an ear. Now, you know how Santa uses those flying reindeer to pull his sleigh? You know Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Who dat?
Places. Well, now let me tell you the story of Rudolph. It all started a couple of years before the big snow. It was springtime, and Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, had just become a proud papa.
No, we'll call him Rudolph.
Rudolph is a lovely name.
He knows his name already.
Papa? Mama?
He's got a shiny nose.
Shiny? I would even say clothes.
Well, we'll simply have to overlook it.
How can you overlook that? His beak blinks like a blinking beacon. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho.
Well, Donna, where's the new member of the family? After all, if he's going to be on my team someday, he'd better get to know me. Ho, 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 ho. Well, hi there. Aren't you the sturdy little fella? Ho, 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 ho.
Santa?
Oh, and smart, too. Great bouncing iceberg.
I'm sure it'll stop when he grows up, Santa.
Well, let's hope so if he wants to make the sleigh team someday. You see, little fellow, every year I sign up my jingle bells for 8 lucky reindeer. Jingle, 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 you will hear my sleigh bells ring. I am old Kris Kringle, I'm the king of jingling. Jingle, jingle, on Christmas Eve, I won't pass you by. I'll dash away on a magic sleigh, flying through the sky. My sleigh bells ring. I am old Kris Kringle, I'm king of jingling. You must believe that on Christmas Eve, we'll pass you by. Magic sleigh, flying through the sky. Jingle, jingle, jingle. I'm the king of jingling. I'm the king of jingling.
Oh, Santa's right. He'll never make the sleigh team. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. We'll hide Rudolph's nose.
Hide it.
For the first year, the Donners did a pretty fair job of hiding Rudolph's nose. Donner taught Rudolph all the ins and outs of being a reindeer, how to get food, how to fight off enemies, things like that. Don't block my light. But most important of all, he taught his son to beware of the abominable snow monster of the north. He's mean, he's nasty, and he hates everything to do with Christmas! Meanwhile, Rudolph is having his growing pains. Old Donner is determined to keep Rudolph's nose a secret.
Come here, boy. All right, son, try it on. You'll be a normal little buck just like everybody else, right? A chip off the old antlers.
I don't want it, Daddy. I don't like it.
You'll like it and wear it.
Daddy.
Yeah. There are more important things in life than comfort. Self-respect. Santa won't be able to say no to you now. Yeah.
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a misfit. Just because my nose blows, why don't I fit in?
And so, time passes. Bless you.
Sorry.
You're forgiven. Don't sneeze on the snow. Christmas comes and goes on schedule, and soon it is April, when all new fawns come out with their folks to meet the other new fawns and to be inspected by Santa.
Now, don't worry about your nose, son. Just get out there and do your stuff. Remember, you're my little buck.
Hi, my name's Fireball. What's yours? You can be my buddy.
Where are we going?
There's reindeer games. Make antlers grow. Besides, great way to show off to the dogs. Come on. Hey, look, dogs. What do you know? One of them likes you. Here comes the coach.
All right now. That's better. My name is Comet. Even though I'm your instructor, I want to be your pal, right? Right. My job is to make bucks out of you. Let's go. Now then, our first game is called Take Off. We all want to pull Santa's sleigh someday, right?
Right.
So we must learn to fly. Now, who's the first to try?
Me.
You're Dasher's boy, aren't you? You go first. The whole trick is getting enough speed and jumping into the wind. You got it? Go ahead.
I believe I can fly.
Whoa. Very good for our first try. Next.
He won't get to us for a while. Now's your chance to make the stuff to that dough.
Nice day. Take off practice, I mean.
Yep.
I bet you'll be the best.
I don't know.
Something wrong with your nose? I mean, you talk kind of funny.
What's so funny about the way I talk?
Well, don't get angry. I don't mind.
You don't?
Hi. My name's Clarice.
My name's Rudolph. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Clarice. Hey, after practice, would you...
Rudolph, you get back here. It's your turn, you know?
Gee, I gotta go back. Would you walk home with me?
Uh-huh. Rudolph, I think you're cute.
She said I'm cute.
Oh, no.
Rainbow Place, restaurant.
Stop calling me names!
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Donner, you should be ashamed of yourself. What a pity. He had a nice takeoff, too.
All right, now, yearling, back to practice. Oh, no, not you. You better go home with your folks. From now on, gang, we won't let Rudolph play in any of our reindeer games, right?
Well, what do you want?
You promised to walk me home.
Aren't you going to laugh at my notes, too?
I think it's a handsome nose. Much better than that silly false one you were wearing.
It was terrible. It's different from everybody else's.
But that's what makes it so grand. Why, any doe would consider herself lucky to be with you.
Yeah, but I wasn't very lucky today. I wish.
There's always tomorrow.
That's not the original choreography, is
Love is love is love.
There's one thing I want to make very plain. No dough of mine is going to be seen with a red-nosed reindeer.
Comet is just the worst. Meanwhile, the elves are bustling with activity. Christmas is over, but it's another one on the way, and everybody's working to get ready for that big, big sleigh ride. On the night of the 24th, Christmas Eve, and the first night of Hanukkah. See, all the toys Santa brings are made by elves. Seems elves have that certain knack for toy making. Except for one certain misfit.
Hermey! Aren't you finished painting that yet? There's a pile up a mile wide behind you. What's eating you, boy?
Not happy in my work, I guess.
What?
I just don't like to make toys.
Oh, well, if that's all. What? You don't like making toys?
Hermey doesn't like to make toys.
Hermey doesn't like to make toys.
Hermey doesn't like to make toys.
Oh, shame on you!
Mind telling me what you do like to do?
Well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
A dentist!
Come up here. I've been studying. It's quite fascinating. You have no idea. I follow some biscuit bits.
Now listen, you're an elf. Elves make toys. Now get to work. 10-minute break. Not for you. Finish your job or you're fired.
I am not just a nitwit. They can't fire me. I quit. Seems I don't fit in.
Oh well, such is the life of an elf. Sometimes they're making amazing toys and helping Santa with his reindeer. Other times they're just enjoying their Fellowship of the Ring or playing Dungeons and Dragons. They also keep busy with lessons in elf improvement.
All out for elf practice.
Well, let's get to this over with.
Okay, Santa, let's try out the new elf song I wrote. And remember, it's for Santa. And I'll 1 and 2 and 3.
Ho, 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 we are Santa's elves. We are Santa's elves. Building Santa's shelves. With a toy for each convoy. Oh, we are Santa's elves. We work hard all day.
But our work is play.
Cause we try and sing and cry out. We are Santa's elves.
Special job each year. We don't like to brag.
Christmas Eve, we always fill Santa's bag.
Santa knows who's good.
Do the things you should.
And we got you, we won't forget you. We are Santa's elves.
We do a special job each year.
We don't like to brag.
Christmas Eve, we always fill Santa's bag. Santa knows he's good. Do the things you should. And we bet you, we won't forget you. We are Santa's elves. Ho, 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 ho. We are Santa's elves. Ho, ho.
It needs some work. I have to go.
What does Papa know? It's beautiful. You keep it just the way it was. Papa!
That sounded terrible. The tenor section was weak.
It wasn't my fault, boss. Hermey didn't show up.
What?
Without Hermey, the tenor section was quite weak. Although the sopranos weren't exactly hitting all those high notes. No lead soprano.
Now, this won't hurt a bit.
Why weren't you in elf practice?
I was just fixing these dolls' teeth.
Just fixing? Now listen! We have dolls that cry, that talk, walk, blink, and run a temperature! We don't need any chewing dolls!
I just thought I found a way to fit in.
You'll never fit in! You come to elf practice and learn how to wiggle your ears, and chuckle warmly, and go hee-hee, ho-ho, and important stuff like that! A dentist, good grief!
Oh, it's like he said, I'll never fit in. Well, I guess I'm on my own now.
So Hermey had decided to head out on his own. He was headed to New York City to meet his father, Walter, and fix the engine on Santa's sleigh at Central Park. Luckily, he ran into Rudolph instead. He ran into him.
Sorry, is this your snooping?
No, who are you?
Well, I'm a dentist.
Dentist.
No, I want to be, but right now, I'm just an elf. But I don't need anybody. I'm independent.
Yeah? Me too. I'm whatever you said. Independent.
Hey, what do you say that we both be independent together, huh?
You wanna mind my red nose?
Not if you mind me being a dentist.
It's me.
Yeah.
We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits. What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in. We're not grumpy and dilly. Don't go grumpy dilly. Seems to us kind of silly that we don't fit in. We may be different from the rest. Who decides the best? Now what's really best? We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits. What's the matter with misfits? That's where I fit in. I am not a misfit. I am not just a nitwit. I'm a dear but reindeer. Why don't I fit in?
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit. They can't fire me, I quit. Seems I don't fit in. We may be different from the rest. Who decides the best?
But what is really best? We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits. What's the matter with misfits? That's where we are.
Now these two had no idea about what they were letting themselves in for. The world looked a lot more complicated and dangerous than it seemed when they were snug and warm on Hermey.
The Abominable! We must see your nose! Quick!
Like I said, the outside world is up to its ears in danger! Well, somehow Rudolph and Hermey managed to get through the first night.
Come on now, march! Don't you understand, North Pole Puck? March! Like this? Hey, you get frostbite that way.
Who are you?
Who am I? The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. This is my land, you know. It's rich with gold, gold and silver, silver and gold. Wahoo!
Silver and gold. What do you think of our friend Cornelius? Seems all he thinks about is silver and gold. Silver and gold, silver and gold. How do you measure its worth? Silver and gold, silver and gold, means so much more when I see silver and gold decorations on every Christmas tree. What's a Christmas tree without pretty silver and gold decorations? Can't really call it a Christmas tree, right? Think of all the joy that would be lost on Christmas morning if the young folks didn't see that sparkling, happy tree. Silver and gold, silver and gold, means so much more when I see silver and gold decorations on every Christmas tree. On every Christmas tree.
Oh, well, looks like I'm all by myself. Going to get off with cornmeal, gunpowder, and hammocks and guitar strings. Hey, I'll give you a lift.
Come on, hop aboard, ladies. Alright, now, boys, let's go. Come on.
It's my nose. It keeps on giving us away.
I hate noisy Bumble snow monsters. We'll have to outwit him with our superior intelligence. How's it going? Let's run. Come on, let's go.
No, Bumble has one weakness.
Do-it-yourself icebergs. Ha-ha. The Bumble can't swim, of course. Yukon Cornelius scores again. Whoopee! Nothing.
Mister, where are you going?
Well, you're going to stay with me, and we'll all be rich with the biggest silver strike this side of the Hudson Bay. Silver!
I thought you wanted gold.
I changed my mind.
Yes, sir, our friends were really on their way, but not one of them knew where they were going. You can bet old Dollar felt bad about the way he treated Rudolph. He knew the only thing to do was to go out and look for his little buck. Eyes up here. Eyes up. Now, Mrs. Donner wanted to go along as well, but Donner said, no, this is man's work. Patriarchy. No sooner did the man of the house leave when Mrs. Donner and Clarice decided to set out on their own. Now, they were really taking their chances because, you see, that little ice boat had run into a pack of mighty wicked fog.
Hello! Wicked fag.
This fog's as thick as peanut butter.
You mean pea soup?
Hey, you eat what I like, and I eat what... Whoa! Land ho!
No kidding.
Where are we?
Hey, look you up there. Who goes there? Why, us, of course. Who'd you think?
Well, then that's okay. Okay? Who, may I ask, are you?
Hello, Mrs. Hermey, and Rudolph, and Yukon Cornelius, sir.
I'm the official sentry of the island of misfit toys.
A jack in a box for a century?
Yes, my name is...
Don't tell me, Jack.
No, Charlie. That's why I'm a misfit toy. My name is all wrong. No child wants to play with the Charlie in the box. So come here.
Where's here?
sacked full of joys for millions of girls and for millions of boys.
When Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful day of the year.
A Jack in the Box waits for children to shout.
Wait, don't you know that it's time to come out when Christmas is here? Scattered on the floor, there's no room for more, and it's all because of Santa Claus.
A scooter for Jano.
A dolly for Sue.
Kind that could even say,
How do you do?
when
Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful day of the year.
How would you like to be a spotted elephant?
Choo-choo with square wheels under the moose.
a squirt gun that squirts jelly!
We're all misfits.
Cowboy that rides an ostrich!
How would you like to be a bird that doesn't fly? I swim.
Or a boat that doesn't float?
We're all misfits.
If we're on the island of the wonderful toys,
And mistletoe parties, the girls and the boys. When Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful, 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 wonderful day of the year.
Maybe we could stay here.
well, I get permission from King Moonracer. He rules here. Every night he searches the entire earth and eats pickled eggs. When he finds a misfit toy, one that no little boy loves, he brings it here to live on this island till someone wants it.
There he is now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage.
Come closer. What do you desire?
We'd like to stay here.
No, that would not be possible. This island is for toys alone.
How do you like that? Even among misfits, you're misfits.
Unlike playthings, a living creature cannot hide himself on an island. But perhaps being misfits yourselves, you might help the toys me out. Yes, when someday you return to Christmas Town, would you tell Santa about our homeless toys? I'm sure he could find children who would be happy with them, except for Dolly. Truly happy until it is loved by a child. Good. You are free to spend the night. Footman, show our friends to their chambers.
Don't feel bad for Dolly.
So it's settled. We leave tomorrow.
Mom will see my note.
What nonsense! It's all for all and two for. I mean a one for. Let's get some shut-eye.
But the Bumble will see my.
It's all settled.
Goodbye, Cornelius. I hope you find tinsel, whatever that is. I hope you find Hermey. I hope you be a dentist. But I don't know what a dentist is, but I hope you do molars and all that stuff.
Can we hold for a moment?
Holding.
Thank you, Holding.
Are we on the bottom or top of page 11?
We're on the top.
Right hand?
Left hand side.
Thank you.
Blackout 505 on 50. Now I'm going to go back and say a line that I didn't get
Thank
Hey,
you.
that skipped without one.
Yeah.
Well, poor Rudolph realized that he can't endanger his friends' lives anymore. So that night he decided to strike out on his own. Well, time passed slowly. Rudolph existed as best he could. The snow monster kept him on the run, but once in a while he would stop and make a friend or two. But it wouldn't last long, and Rudolph would be on his own. But during all that time, a strange and wonderful thing was happening. Rudolph was growing up. And growing up made Rudolph realize you can't run away from your troubles. And pretty soon, amen, sister, he knew where he had to go. Home.
You, I thought you were gone for good.
Hey, look who's back, old Neon Nose!
Mom! I'm home!
They're gone, Rudolph. They've been gone for months, out looking for you.
Clarice?
She's gone too, and I'm very worried. Christmas Eve is only 2 days off, and without your father, I'll never be able to get my sleigh off the ground.
Gone? I'll find them, sir! I'll find them all!
Who designed the set?
Yes!
There we go. Well, Rudolph was just about to leave when it hit the snowstorm of storms, and only 2 days before Christmas Eve. Rudolph knew what he had to do. He had to find his folks right away. He knew he had to look in the cave of the Abominable Snow Monster. The snow monster's trying to
Don't hear.
Don't take foot please, there, bud. Put her down!
Why is it getting over with?
Oh, Clarice!
Tell me when it's over! Oh, where was I? Their last chance. Not quite. You see, ever since Rudolph left them, Hermey and Yukon Cornelius had tried to find their friend. Well, they arrived in Christmas Town just as the storm hit. It was a good thing that I sent them right out after Rudolph.
Yeah.
Whoa. A mush, will you? What do we do? We can't let that monster get a hold of him. Oh, I got nothing. Not bad. It might work. But how are we supposed to get him out here?
Never knew the Bumble snow monster who turned out a pork dinner for deer meat. Come on now, do your stuff.
Oink, oink.
Come on now, put some heart into it. That Bumble's hungry.
Oink, 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 oink.
It's working.
Keep going.
Good shot!
The terrible weather we've been having, snow and ice.
It's Yukon Cornelius!
Ta-da! In person, we're safe! Hey!
I'm sorry.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Why, blast your hairy Bumble high!
Don't let this big blowhard scare you anymore. Just walk right past him.
You're looking at him on a mighty humble Bumble. He's nothing without his chompers. Let me at him! Wahoo!
Oh, he's gone! He's gone!
Well, they're all very sad at the loss of their friend. But they realize that the best thing to do is to get the women back to Christmas Town. And when everybody hears their story, they start to realize maybe they were a little hard on the misfits. Maybe misfits have a place too. Even Santa realizes that maybe he was wrong.
Yes, Santa. What a nosist.
He's still laughing about that
Oh yeah, how much was that tree? Ours was $250 when we Christmas.
Get over it.
Just don't throw a broom on stage.
Rudolph, I promise, as soon as this storm lets up, I'll find homes for all those misfit toys.
You can open up a dentist office next week after Christmas.
Come here. Open your mouth. Oh dear. I'll set up appointment a week from Tuesday, 4:30 sharp.
I'm sorry too, Rudolph, for the way I acted.
Open your eye! It is the trick I'm not here for, man, no beast. Here's the man, and here's the beast. I have reformed this Bumble. He wants a job. Looky what Hayden can do. Come here. Well, didn't I ever tell you about Bumbles? Bumbles bounce!
They bounce back. Well, as good as everyone feels.
Are we done?
False.
Sorry.
As good as everyone feels, this is no time for celebrating, because the next day is Christmas Eve, the biggest day of the year.
Eat, Papa! Eat!
How can I eat? That silly elf song is driving me crazy.
You're going to disappoint the children. They expect a fat Santa.
Latest weather report, sir.
Well, this is it. The storm won't subside by tonight. Well, we'll have to cancel Christmas. Everything's grounded, oh, the poor kids. They've been so good this year, too. Except for... Chloe sang Good Morning in the middle of the afternoon.
Well, Sue changed the radio station when Uncle John's band was playing.
Emmeline has cooties. Debbie Gilly paid money to see Got to the Theater and see...
To go to the theater.
To go to the theater and see Suicide Squad.
Caitlin Harbin wore a bra 3 days in a row.
Kelly? Oh, this is a mistake. She was perfect this year.
Rick only does PTP shows to get another mugshot displayed in the rehearsal room.
Amy Cooksey is a known barfly at Scuttlebutts.
That's old news. Courtney Wathen touched the cheese.
Tommy Scott needs to learn how to
Open up a window. Jano should have been backstage helping us dress.
Heather Bauer really screwed up. For Rabbit Hole, she cast Becky Kuhn.
Actually, I did that.
Austin Gore just keeps growing. Just keeps growing. Just keeps growing that awkward facial hair.
Matt Jameson can't wait to produce another show.
Cheers.
Carlton is very jealous of his twin, James Corden.
I'm better looking, it's okay.
Bradley does miss some shots he doesn't take. While at Great Falls hiking, he failed to ask out the nice young lady that was flirting with him. Glad he has Lindsay with him here tonight.
Oh, yay.
Lucky for him, she was the one to take the shot.
Giselle forgot to shrink the design of her table runner. Sick burn.
Rich is to blame for all the Edwards money going to Material Girl.
JP, brown liquor.
Terry Beinart.
They're children.
Let's say very similar to last year.
Quentin and Carol rented all of those costumes.
Ben, unlike Brian Kuhn, had his lines for White Christmas written on his clipboard.
Ryan did not have his lines, just so you all know, that was just the prop.
Sure.
Keith continually trolls Bigfoot blogs and Facebook pages.
Liz farted and blamed it on Maisie.
Chad did not hit Liz in the head with a kickball this year. But he still did it last year.
Tessa let herself get down to working on just 3 shows at the same time.
Tara retired from drinking shots. Yeah, right. America.
Amy Owens said she was a maybe when she was invited to this show.
That's why you're in the cheap seats.
Jeff stopped to take a nap. The turtle won.
Stephanie Joya is not really that thankful for the music.
Sam Lucina is in denial about the twins.
Matt forgot to listen to his own pep talk.
Dannon one time missed the spank on her Alexander.
Kyle Bailey was Kyle Bailey.
Sweetie's here tonight instead of at home with her dogs, and her dogs are PO'd.
Angelina got drunk at the airport and spoiled her surprise visit home.
Rhonda Edwards spent all of her husband's money at Material Girls. But that's okay, because Brian Edwards only grew a beard because Bradley couldn't.
Shots fired.
Quiet. Everybody quiet. I've got some bad news, folks. Christmas is going to be canceled. There's nothing I can do. This weather, Rudolph, please. Could you tone it down a bit? I mean that nose of yours. That nose. That beautiful, wonderful nose.
My nose, sir.
Rudolph, Christmas is not off, and you're going to lead my team.
I am?
Yes, sir. You and that wonderful nose of yours.
The nose, sir.
Ho, ho, ho! From what I see now, that'll cut through the murkiest storm they can dish up. What I'm trying to say is, Rudolph with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
It will be an honor, sir.
I knew that nose would be useful someday.
Holly jolly Christmas.
It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and please look down the street. Say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet. Oh, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, this little one's for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh my golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Big dance break.
Oh my gosh, big line.
Holly jolly Christmas, in case you didn't hear. Oh my golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this
Please, eat now! Ho, 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 later! Now, let me check. Turn.
Oh, Mama.
Now, shake when you laugh.
Ho, 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 ho! Ho, 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 ho!
Now that's my Santa.
Oh, thanks, Mama. My coat?
Yeah, no, red velvet.
There we go. That's where it is.
Oh, man.
Quentin, you take
Santa.
Oh, hello.
I'm the whore.
All right.
Oh, no.
Everyone's thinking it. She just said it, okay?
That's why he's the head elf.
Ready, Rudolph?
Ready, Santa?
Well, let's get on our way. Okay, Rudolph, full power. First stop, the island of misfit toys.
You'll be a hero after this.
Yes, a hero.
That's my buck.
Now wouldn't you look at that? Wahoo! Peppermint! What I've been searching for all my life! Peppermint! I've struck it rich! Wahoo!
Well, folks, as for the rest of the story, he went down in history.
Just singing it.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you
sleigh tonight, and how the reindeer loved him as he shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer